How do you walk 130,000 steps? Well, one step at a time, of course. But here is the real question. How do you keep going when it's hard, boring, or no one's cheering you on? See, I just got back from an epic adventure. I walked the Camino de Santiago, 130,000 steps over 5 days from northern Portugal into Spain. I went with my 72-year-old dad and my 2 brothers. It was an awesome adventure. And what do you think I learned on that trail? Well, I can tell you, it changed how I think about business, leadership, and life. And I want to take you there. All right, so picture this. Each morning we'd wake up, misty mornings, endless vineyards, lush farmland, cobblestone villages so old you felt like you had stepped into a painting. Each day, we'd walk anywhere from 15 to 20 miles a day for 5 days straight. And some days, during the walk, we'd talk for hours. Other times, we would just, slowly walk in silence. All you could hear was the sound of our shoes hitting the dirt, step after step. I certainly was sore, often tired. My mind would wander, and in the middle of it, something clicked. I realized this walk is like building anything that matters. A business, a relationship, a new version of yourself. See, it's not one moment, it's the momentum. And so here's what the Camino taught me about how to make it. And I want to share 3 lessons with you. So out of 130,000 steps, I don't know, maybe 10, 11 were magical. Like the time we entered a quiet village at sunrise, when I found a little puppy up on a building looking down at us, the Spanish sky glowing pink and orange at sunset, or that raw, honest conversation I had with my dad. See, those moments are burned into my brain. I'll remember them forever, and I'm so grateful for them. But the truth is, 99.9% of the steps just blurred together. Routine, unremarkable. And I realized that's exactly what most of life looks like. Ordinary days. You don't get breakthrough after breakthrough. You get ordinary, repetitive reps. Think the emails, the calls, the workouts, the meetings. And see, if you're only chasing mountaintop moments, you're gonna quit when things feel flat. Momentum isn't built in the highlights, it's built in the mundane, in the steps that you take when nobody's watching. All right, let me be real. Blisters on my feet, my knees were aching, my legs felt like concrete. Those first steps in the morning were so slow and stiff. One morning, I didn't even want to move. Everything in me screamed to just rest and just take the day off. But I got up, laced up the shoes, and I walked forward. And see, that's when it hit me. The hard days are the most important ones. See, anybody can move forward when it's easy, when things feel perfect. But momentum is made when it's painful and you go forward anyway. See, in business, that's the day the big launch flops. In sales, it's when the client ghosts you. In life, it might be when everything feels heavy. The people who keep stepping up on those days, they don't just have momentum, they become unstoppable. So nobody gives you a trophy on this trail. There is no prize. There's no finish line tape at the end. See, no one's tracking your steps, and yet it seemed like every step along the journey mattered. See, because the momentum isn't loud. It's quiet. It's boring. It's repetitive. See, momentum is showing up on a Tuesday and the next Tuesday and the next Tuesday after that, doing the work again and again and again. Momentum isn't going to announce itself. It just stacks quietly, relentlessly, brick after brick. And then one day you look up and you see you walked across a country. You've built a castle. You've built a business. You've become the best version of yourself that you used to dream about. That wasn't from one big leap, but thousands of tiny ones. So I ask you again, how do you walk 130,000 steps? One step at a time. So I challenge you, whether today feels epic or slow or hard, take the step, because that's how you make momentum. Not someday, not when everything's perfect, and not all at once, but one step and then another and another. And eventually you look back and you realize you became something powerful.